So I wanted to begin this morning by talking a little bit about the power of the mind. So when I say mind, mind is such a big term, and it can include analytic mind and also the greater mind. So I want to be very specific about what I'm talking about. There was a lot of excitement about The Secret. I think it was about 10, maybe more years ago. That film and that book that came out about manifesting. And I always felt that they kind of missed the point, because if you try and create from your analytic mind, from the mind that we use, and it's very useful, I'm not going to deny its usefulness, and we need it to get through our daily life. If we try and create from that, it's not going to work. And a lot of people found that. They'd say, well, I've been, putting out there to the universe, and I really want this new car, and it hasn't appeared. Why not? Well, through qigong, and I'm sure there are other practices too, we discover that it's only, and Joe Dispenza really talks about this. This is what his work is really all about, is that we have to become, as he puts it, no one, nobody, nowhere, in no time. And what that means is we drop this illusion that we are a separate self. And we open up to a much larger self, which is not really a self. The Buddhists call it no self. And I tend to use the words that point in that direction of open awareness or pure awareness or consciousness. I use consciousness and awareness interchangeably. But this is fundamentally who we are. We are that vast field of awareness. And it's in that vast field that all these forms are appearing. So we let go of this duality of I'm subject and I'm experiencing all these objects. And objects in this case means objective reality. So your thoughts are an object, your feelings are an object, your sensations are an object, your perceptions are objects. And so we let go of that way of thinking about ourselves and experience ourselves as this boundless field, which is pure oneness. There's no separation, nothing is left out. You can't divide it. So I just wanted to really make that clear. I do talk about it occasionally, but it just really began to get clear to me how important it is for us to understand. And that's what we're doing with qigong. When we talk about getting into a qigong state, it is releasing that sense of separation and the individual ego, and experiencing ourselves as this vast field. And that's why we feel so relaxed. It's so relaxing to let go of this belief, this illusion that we're separate. And I just want to tell you of an experience that I had, I think it was yesterday morning, which was so profound for me as an illustration of this. I was up very early. It was still dark. It was beginning to dawn. The dawn was coming, so the light was getting more and more. And I have a hot tub outside, lucky me. And I was in the hot tub, and I thought, I'll do sound healing. So I was doing the sounds that we do for the different organs to harmonize the energy in the organs. And I went all the way through the organs, and I got to the lungs and respiratory system. And of course, when the energy in the lungs gets blocked, we feel grief. And so I did the first sounds that we usually do as though we're crying, so we can access the stuck energy, which we may well be very unaware of, the grief that we are holding. And I did the first couple of the sounds, which is song. And on the third sound, I could feel the activation of grief inside my lungs. And so on this one, I really let it rip. You know, I just allowed the sound to be almost like a wail. It just naturally came up that way. And suddenly I heard an echo of the sound I'd made. And it was loud. And it was so much an echo of the sound that I'd made that I actually thought I was imagining it. I thought somehow it's echoing back to me. But it startled me. And so I opened my eyes and looked around, and sitting right by the hot tub was a fox.
Yeah.
And the fox was looking right into my eyes. And there was a moment where my eyes met the fox's eyes, and something passed between us. And it felt like a recognition of our shared being. We were completely connected. And it had made exactly the same sound as I had made. And I suddenly felt how the grief we feel, because that's what was coming up for me, the grief about what's happening on this planet, and what we in our ignorance, human beings, have done to nature, and you know, me included, completely unconsciously have destroyed so much of this biosphere that is our home. And I suddenly realized how the whole planet feels the suffering. The planet herself and all her creatures. This is all one web of life that is completely interconnected. It was such a profound experience. I felt my whole life has been about reconnecting. Because when we have early trauma, we get completely disconnected. Mind and body disconnect. And that means if mind and body disconnect, it means you're disconnected from other beings, you're disconnected from nature, you're disconnected from everything. And I was so aware that I was disconnected. And all I wanted in my early 20s, I used to think, I want to connect. I want to connect to somebody. I want to connect to life. I felt completely alone and isolated. My whole life has been this seeking to find that connection again. And a lot of the work I did with shamanism for, I don't know, 40, 45 years now, has been about seeking that connection. And at first, I just didn't get it. It's taken a long time and a lot of intending. And I see how our connectivity, our sense of that connectivity we can go deeper and deeper. There's so much potential for us to really go deep into understanding and feeling and experiencing the interconnectedness of life that we've not experienced for, well, the Western world anyway, the Western civilization, because of course indigenous peoples have kept that connection, and that's why we've been so attracted to indigenous peoples and their philosophy and their culture, because we long for it. We long for it. So, gratitude for being brought to this practice, which does so much to dissolve that sense of separation so that we can truly connect again to life. for all forms of life and to the planet. And of course, to each other. So gently close your eyes if you haven't already. And just feel inside for how this information has affected your energy field. The energy of your physical body is a field that's all through you and around you. And just notice how you feel now. Some of you may be able to hear that crow. I'm not sure if you can hear it online. It's continuing to call to us. Crow was my first car animal. And crow constantly cawed at me. Let go, let go. Let go of this illusion, this old limiting belief that we are a separate, isolated self, an entity disconnected from other entities, disconnected from life. Let go and open. Open up your energy body. This is where the power of the mind, the visualizations that we can do with our mind that help us to go beyond mind into pure awareness. So just imagine this field that you are around your body, inside your body. Imagine this field as shimmering light. And now expand the light forwards. Fill up the room in front of you with light. And then expand the light through the walls of the room, out into the community beyond, the human community, the community of nature, the web of life. Imagine that light being shared with all the beings in front of you. All the beings absorbing the light. As you continue to expand the light all across the planet in front of you, into all the beings and all the life forms of the planet, and out beyond the planet, beyond time, beyond space. Merging with the infinite. Coming back inside, sensing inside. Imagining the light inside. And from the inside out, expanding that light out behind you. filling the room behind you, expanding the light through the walls and out into the community beyond, the web of life behind you, all the way across the planet, into all the beings, all the life forms, lighting them up. And out beyond. Beyond. And coming back inside. Sensing. Visualizing light. And expanding the light out to the left. Keep expanding. Shine out to the left like a beacon of light. Shining out, radiating the light out into all the beings, all the forms, across the planet to the left, and beyond the horizon, beyond space-time. And coming back inside. And sensing the shifts inside you, the opening, the increasing spaciousness, the quietness, and expand this beautiful, harmonious energy out to the right. Shine it out into all the beings and all the life forms across the planet to the right. Out into space and beyond. And coming back inside. Feeling your connection, your deep connection to the earth. Imagine you have roots growing out of the bottoms of your feet, going deep, deep down to the very center of the earth, to where all the abundant chi is condensed, concentrated life force, continually rising up through your roots and up through your body in all the energy channels. Imagine them from your feet going up your legs, clearing, opening up these energy channels up through your body, all the energy channels opening and receiving pure life force into your body, opening up the energy channels in your brain. And this life force waking up every brain cell. And taking your awareness up above into the formlessness, this vast, invisible, pulsating field, empty and yet full of potential, vibrating with possibility. And setting our intention together to reconnect, to fully reconnect with all life, knowing ourselves greater than this individual separate self that we believed ourselves to be collectively. That old belief dissolving in us all. Dissolving in the collective. In the field of the collective, that old belief melting away as this new possibility arises. This new opening. Feel it in yourself, in each other, in the collective, opening. So those of you who'd like to practice standing, let's stand. Oh my, hold on. Okay, and just as we're going into our practice, I'm going to read you a quote from Rupert Spira. Once the body is no longer presided over by the tyranny of a separate self, it gradually returns to its natural state of peace, openness, transparency, availability, sensitivity, and love. So we'll go into our practice of Awaken Vitality, followed by our practice of squeeze squats with visualization and breath. If at any time you want to sit down, that's absolutely fine. And if at any time you need to adjust, modify some of the positions, that's absolutely fine too. Take care of yourself. Listen to your body. Your body is the authority. Everybody settling into their position, closing eyes, and adjusting posture. The crown of the head lifting, the chin coming back a little, opening up the neck, tailbone pointing straight down. Feel the opening of your sacrum and lower back. A nice inner stretch throughout your spine. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Relax your hips down. Knees soft. Feet flat on the floor. Feeling beneath the floor, those roots going down into the earth. Feeling yourself as an energy body. A field of energy all around you, inseparable from you. No true boundary. Just an appearance of physical form. Form within the formless, made of the formless. Opening your feet, toes first, heels, toes, so you can keep your connection with the earth. Feeling your arms as energy, hands, energy hands, and allow them to float up in front of you in the field to shoulder height. Fingers pointing into each other, completing the circle. Feel the energetic circle. You're holding a ball of formlessness, and your arms are resting on the formlessness. Now putting your attention down in the bottom of your spine, into your tailbone. And rotate slowly, very slowly to the left. Feel that rotation in your tailbone. And then in your sacrum, opening up your sacrum. Opening each vertebrae in the lower spine, the middle spine, and the upper spine. Pause and travel up the center of your brain. Feel the connection of the center of the brain to the entire universe. Imagine the universe pouring into your brain, into the center, lighting it up. And as you gently relax forward, that light flows down through the upper spine, the middle spine, and the lower spine, illuminating the whole spine and rotating, following up your spine, the opening up of each disc, each vertebrae. It's just condensed energy. Open up that condensed energy all the way up your spine, and then pause. Go to the center of the brain, visualize light, and relax forward and let that light become liquid light, pouring down into each vertebrae, into the bones, into the discs between, all the way down to the tailbone. And rotating, going deeper into the bones, into the bone marrow in the center. Open that up. As you travel up the spine, the center of the bones is opening. Go to the brain, see the light, and relax forward and let that light pour down deep inside your bones, into the bone marrow, lighting it up all the way down, circling through the center and around to the right, Focusing on tailbone opening, sacrum opening, lower spine, middle spine, and upper spine opening up. Travel up the center of the brain, see the light of the universe, infinite energy, unconditioned energy, and release forward and let that light pour down through every vertebrae in the upper spine, the middle spine, and the lower spine, down through the sacrum and into the tailbone, and rotating, opening up the bones themselves, all the way up, middle spine, upper spine, open, open, pausing, going to the center of the brain. Visualize the light of the universe, pure creativity. As you release forward, that light flows down effortlessly, filling all the bones in the upper spine, middle spine, and the lower spine. And rotating, opening up deeper and deeper into the bone marrow in the center of the bones. Opening up, all the way up. Your attention now is in the center of your brain, visualizing to the best of your ability light, sensing it, feeling it, knowing it, and then relaxing forward, allowing that light to flow down in the bone marrow, in the new blood cells, all sparkling with this pure potential, awakening their potential, coming forward and relaxing, moving the shoulder joints up and back and down. Imagine you're circling the chi, that light's inside your shoulder joints. The light melting away the blocked energy, all the old tension and stress that gets lodged in these joints, releasing now, letting go into wholeness. And coming into stillness, we do the same visualization with the same focus, concentrating the best you can as we chant how, as we go to the back, and la, as we come forward. We go a little faster, but see if you can still do the visualization. To the left, ha, ha, Around the other side. Focus. Coming forward, relaxing, noticing, circling shoulder joints, circling the chi around inside the shoulder joints, lubricating the shoulder joints with unconditional energy, melting away the old blocked energy from past stress, melting away. And coming into stillness, lifting up the hands slowly above the head, connecting with the formless energy above you, with the pure potential, unconditioned energy, and draw it down as light through the top of your head, slowly bringing it down into your brain, filling the front of your brain, sides of your brain, back of your brain, and the center, illuminating every part of your brain with potential. Pouring that light down now through your neck, down into the chest and upper back, into the abdomen and lower back. Fill the whole pelvic area with light. Pour the light down through the hip joints, down inside the thighs, knee joints. Illuminate the lower legs, the ankles, and the feet. And feel the light pouring down your arms, into your hands, fingers. Feel yourself dissolved of sense of separation. Feeling the unity of life inside you, the unity of life all around you. Imagining your form as the universal human being, the form of the collective. All humanity in this form. And then allow the arms and hands to float up again in front of you. To shoulder height. feeling yourself as a vast being. Your feet merge down through those roots into the earth, and your head way up in the blue sky. Holographically, you represent every human being on earth. And we do the practice for every human being on earth, that we may all open up and know our innate connectivity, our unity. Mind is in the tailbone. Rotating to the left, opening up. The entire spine opening. The spine of humanity opening up. Pausing. Going to the center of the brain of humanity. Visualize the light. Release forward and pour that light down, filling the whole spine with light. Now imagine the spinal cord in the spine and begin at the bottom and open up as you rotate to the left. The spinal cord of humanity opening up. The central nervous system of all human beings opening up. Going to the brain, seeing the light in the center. And release forward, allowing that light to flow effortlessly down inside the transparent, hollow spinal cord, lighting it up as you go down. Coming forward and relaxing. And then to the right, opening up the whole spine, lower, middle, and upper. And pausing, seeing the light in the center of the brain become liquid light. And it flows down, filling the upper spine as you circle forward, middle spine, and lower spine. Now visualize the spinal cord. And as you rotate to the right, visualize the spinal cord opening in the lower spine, in the middle spine, and in the upper spine. See the light, sense it, feel it in the brain. And pour that light down into the spinal cord of humanity. Upper, middle, and lower, coming forward and visualizing the entire brain and spinal cord of humanity and all the nerves branching off through the shoulders and down the arms into all the organs in the body. Down the legs, into the feet. Visualize the entire nervous system of the universal human being, filled with the potential, the creative light, the creative energy, unconditioned, harmonizing, deeply harmonizing the nervous system of humanity. Gently lifting up the energy arms and hands above the head. Connecting with the formlessness, with infinity, with all the energy of love that knows no otherness, the peace which is beyond understanding, and the joy of knowing ourselves beyond separation. And draw down this information as light. Bring it down through the top of the head of humanity. And bring that love and peace and joy into the brain. Front of the brain, the sides of the brain, the back of the brain, the center of the brain, lit up, pouring this information of light down through the neck, into the chest and upper spine, illuminating the abdomen and the lower spine with peace and love and joy, filling the whole pelvic area with this harmony, pouring it into the hip joints, the inner thighs, knees, lower legs, ankles, and into the feet. Feeling that energy flowing down the arms into your hands and fingers. Feeling the energy of love, unconditional, of peace, and joy. The joy of being fulfilled simply by being our true nature. Simply embodying what we already are. Unveiling this open, spacious presence. Pure awareness, pure consciousness, the substance of everything. And bringing the hands up to the waist, the thumb at the back. Opening the feet out a little further for hip rotations. Adjusting the posture, lifting the crown of the head. Feeling the tailbone pointing straight down. And then squatting down, keeping that posture. Shifting the tailbone to the right. Above the waist, the spine stays erect. Circling the tailbone forward, tucking it under. Circling around to the left. Circling around to the back. tailbone up behind you, and to the right again, and continuing. Your attention is in your tailbone and sacrum, and the lower couple of vertebrae, noticing the opening. Releasing any blocked energy, all the contractions in the lower spine, loosening up, opening up. Keeping your focus as best you can in the lower spine. Relaxing the compressed energy of limiting beliefs. And pausing and rotating the other way. Now connecting with the kidneys and the adrenal. And the energy reproductive organs. And the bladder and urinary system. All the glands in the body. All the hormones. The entire kidney system. Feel the entire system, including the bone marrow, relaxing, softening, and opening. Feel the movement encouraging these organs and glands. To fully open up. And release the old information that had been held in a pattern that no longer serves this being, no longer serves all human beings. The patterns of fear and shock and trauma. Intending to relax these old patterns. To acknowledge them. They may well have served a purpose at some time. And now it's time to let go. Pausing and reversing. And now imagining that tailbone is circling around in this vast universe, all the organs of the kidney system are hanging in the space of this universe. These organs represent the universal human being, holographically working with the kidney system of humanity. And now imagine that this circling energy is a spiral galaxy. And the light of this galaxy is gathering inside the adrenals and the kidneys. Imagine these organs and glands are transparent and filling with the light of creation. And then imagine the energy reproductive organs. Gathering the light inside. Imagine the bladder and urinary system. Transparent. Bring the light in. Imagine the skeleton. Transparent and hollow. Bring the light into the skeleton, illuminating the entire skeleton. Pausing and reversing. Adjusting your posture. Still squatting with the crown of the head lifted, the chin tucked, circling around inside this universe. The spiral galaxy, spiraling around, filling the entire universe inside with light. Making the circles slower and smaller as you concentrate the light and the power of the galaxy into the center of the abdomen, into a bright ball of light in the center. Making the circles smaller, the movement barely perceptible, concentrating the energy into Dantian, coming into stillness. Knees are still bent, squatting down, crown of the head lifted, chin is tucked. Seeing that light in the abdomen, moving it into the lower spine, tailbone moving forward and up, sending the light up the transparent spine into the center of the brain. Back and up, forward, up, back, follow the light up each vertebrae, lighting them up to the center of the brain and light up the center. Forward, up, back, up, forward, up, back, up, forward, up, back, and up, tailbone down into neutral. Travel up the spine with your attention to the top of your head and lift. Coming up into a new alignment. Feeling that new alignment in yourself, in each other, in the collective. Feeling the steadiness, the roots anchoring us all down into the earth. Feel our roots connecting with the mycelium, with this vast network of energy and information and nourishment and support beneath our feet. And going deeper down, our roots spreading out, finding each other's roots. All of us in this room and online, and spreading out further, connecting with the roots of every human being on the planet. All our roots connecting with each other and connecting with Mother Earth, that unconditionally loving life force beneath us. Feeling that energy continually coming up like a continuous fountain into our feet, up our legs, throughout our whole body, enlivening every cell, revitalizing every cell, restoring every cell back to its natural state of wholeness. The blueprint of wholeness, awakening inside all of humanity. Allowing the hands to drop to the sides and circling your wrists, circling the chi around inside your wrists. Imagine light flowing inside your wrists, opening up the wrist, flowing into the fingers. Move the fingers. Move the whole arms, shoulders, the upper back, all the muscles moving, that energy moving through all the muscles in the lower back, middle back, upper back. With your legs, knees, feet, allowing the chi to move through your whole body. Allowing that chi to dance inside you. This new sense of wholeness dancing inside you. Enjoy it. Slow it down so you can really feel it. And then bring the hands back to the waist. Step on chi, bringing the feet together as much as you can. Feel your roots anchoring you deep into the earth, allowing you to relax. You are supported. You are safe. You are connected with all life beneath you, all life around you. Now we open up the neck, making circles with our chin, erect the crown of the head, lifting it up. Chin comes back, all the way back, and then circle the chin up, keeping it tucked as long as you can, and then open. Lifting the chin up, opening up the throat. Feel the opening. And circle forwards, out in front of you, down. Feel the back of the neck opening. Bring the chin deep into the chest. And slide it up the chest, up through the neck, keeping it tucked as long as you can, and then lifting. Lift a little higher to open up the back of the neck, and then forwards, out, and down, and in, sliding up, all the way up, lift higher, and forwards, out, down, and in. Bringing chin up through the chest to beginning position. And then we go down the other way, sliding down. Down, down, down. Let gravity take you, opening up the back of the neck. Then forward, out, and up. Lift higher still, and tuck your chin. Slide it down through the chest. Down and then out and up. Head goes back, chin goes higher. Tuck your chin. Slide it down as though it's inside your chest. All the way down, forward, out, up. Lift a little higher and tuck your chin and relax. And notice. Notice the spaciousness. Feel your feet. Move your toes up and down. Opening up the gates and the bottoms of the feet and feeling your roots. Anchoring you into all that love beneath. All that support. Bringing hands up to prayer position in front of your heart. And connect again with our mutual intention to let go of the illusion of separation and feel our connectivity to each other, everyone on this call, to your family, your friends, deeper and deeper connectivity, to your communities, all the human beings on this planet, to all the creatures, great and small, to all the life forms, the landscapes of Mother Earth, connecting to the field of this planet, feeling the oneness of the web of life. Feel the connection of the field of the planet with the source. With pure awareness, the substance of everything. Then bring this information up to your brain, lifting your hands. The energy moving up into your brain. Clasp the fingers, turn the palms to face up above your head and stretch arms up. Stretch your right foot down into the earth. Right palm up, right shoulder joint goes back and down. Left foot grounding down. Left palm lifting up. Left shoulder back and down. Switching from side to side. Opening up those energy meridians running down the sides of the body. Free flowing energy in the energy channels, opening, flowing freely. Turning the palms to face forwards, arms are by the ears. Straighten the legs, pull in the tummy muscles. Bow the head down, the arms follow. And each vertebrae, one after the other, follows the movement down. See if you can follow each one opening as you go down slowly. And when you reach your limit, just hang suspended by your lower back, imagining the gate of life in your lower back opening up. And then bring your head in towards your legs, feeling the gate of life opening even more. And release the effort. Head comes in, gate of life opens, and the chi flows down from the heavens above into your belly. Bring your head in, open, and receive. Bring your head in, open up the gate of life, and allow the chi to pour into your belly. Relax. Circling around to the left. Head comes in, open the gate, and receive the chi. In, open, and receive and absorb. In, open, absorb. In, open, and absorb. And circling around through the center to the right. Push back on your knees if you want to get more of a stretch, more of an opening. Bring your head in, open the gate, and absorb the chi into your belly. In, open, and absorb. In, open, and absorb. In, open, and absorb. Coming around to the front, circling hands around the back, gathering chi, gathering that earth's powerful energy into your feet, into your legs, Squeeze it into your legs. Wherever you can hold on to, squeeze it in. And then bring your head in, knees are going back, straightening, gathering the chi into your belly. Head comes in, the gate of life opens, the chi pours into your belly. In, open, and absorb. In, open, and absorb. Hands, arms round to the front. Arms are by your ears. Bend your knees a little. Pull your tummy muscles in and begin to come up, keeping the arms by the ears. As you come up, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other, coming up as a column of energy, and then become a wave of energy. Enjoy the fluidity of the wave. Sense the ocean all around you. Sense your inseparability from the ocean. You are a distinct wave that arises out of the ocean and will fall back into the ocean. always one with the ocean. Hands above your head. Open the hands out. Open the arms out as though you're holding the whole sky, the whole universe. And gather the creative energy of the universe, the pure potential above your head, hands in the pouring position. And now bring it down, lowering your hands, bringing that energy down through the top of your head, into your brain, front of the brain, sides of the brain, back of the brain, center of the brain. Pouring that energy down through the neck, into the shoulders, into the upper torso, the lower torso, the pelvis, down through the legs, into the feet, down through the arms, into the hands and fingers. Feeling inside, focusing inside. And feeling your heart, the energy of your heart. And that longing, our collective longing to dissolve separation and know our unity. And as the universal human being, open up your arms 45 degrees to the sides. Erect your palms, still feeling that deep longing within every human being to reconnect, to know love as the absence of otherness. Bringing your shoulder joints, your shoulder blades together behind you, connecting with your heart, with the heart of humanity. Pushing out, connecting with the field, with the source. Gathering that source energy into the heart of humanity. Pushing out, expanding into the source. Howla, 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 and holding it. Keeping the mind inside. noticing without judgment, without commentary, as awareness, aware of what's going on inside. Bringing elbows to your waist, turning your palms to face forward. Opening your arms out, hands out, as wide as you can, feeling the opening in the front, the chest open. Feeling yourself rooted in the earth, the head in the blue sky, representing holographically all of humanity. Connecting with all the energy on earth, all the life forms, all the landscapes, and gathering this energy forwards in your arms and in your hands. Feel it gathering, condensing, concentrating into a ball of energy in front of your belly. Feel it inside your belly, this ball of energy inside your belly, our belly, and then opening from the belly out into all the power of life on this planet. Opening. Connecting. And gathering. Drawing the power of life of Mother Earth into this ball of energy in the abdomen. And opening. Holding that ball of chi inside. And bringing your hands slowly towards your navel, concentrating that ball of chi inside into a bright ball of condensed energy right in the center of the abdomen. And then doing your best to keep the concentration in the center of your abdomen. Gently open your eyes and make your way to sitting down. And when you're seated, place your hands back onto your navel. and focus inside. Focus into that ball of energy. And slowly move your hands very little distance to the left, keeping your hands on your navel. Moving the skin. And then up to the right and down. And continue to circle, focusing, keeping your focus inside, imagining, feeling, sensing. You're slowly rotating that ball inside, very slowly. The slower you can go, the better. The movement barely perceptible. Concentrating all that energy into the energy reservoir. Doing your best to keep your attention with the rotation. The slower you go, the deeper you go. If the mind wanders, just bring it back. Without any sense of blame or judgment. Just coming back to the center of the body. Rotating that ball slowly, tenderly. Relaxing the shoulders. Relax the hips. Focusing inwardly. Gathering the power of life. And pausing. Very slowly reversing. Sensing the rotation. Keeping the hands almost still. Slow. Going deeper still. Into the interior. Visualizing a ball of light shimmering as it pulsates, as it rotates slowly. Keeping your focus as we strengthen the entire physical body. All the cells resonating with this new power in your center. If the mind wanders, gently bring it back. As if you're training a puppy. Very kind. And bringing your hands into stillness. No matter what noises are around you, see if you can sense the silence within. Let every cell in your body soak in this silence, in this deep nourishment. Bringing your palms out a little, Still feeling the power in the center. And bringing your hands up to prayer position in front of your heart and reconnect with the intention to open up beyond separation, beyond any sense of otherness in you and others, the complete lack and absence of any separation. Feeling the openness of oneness. And all of us in this vast field of open awareness, experiencing the oneness of energy, of consciousness. Feeling our deep gratitude for our lives, for this opportunity. Gratitude to each other for the support. Gratitude to ourselves for showing up so fully. Gratitude to all the teachers and mentors in our lives. All the practices that have helped us to come home. To our true nature. To the love. The peace. And the joy that were always ours, just veiled and now revealed. We bow in gratitude. And still with your eyes closed, notice if there's one word that describes how you feel now. And I'll begin, and those in the room can share out loud, and those online can share in the chat box if they wish to. So for me, I would say the word is expanded.
Quieter.
Corey?
I'm grateful.
Yeah. I'm just going to see if anybody has shared online. Calm, peaceful, and it's quite all right if no word comes to you or you just want to stay and stillness. So, my dears, we come to the end of our class. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Just stopping the recording. Thank you, everyone online. Wonderful to be with you all. Thank you for everyone in person. Wonderful to be with you all.
How many were online?
This time there weren't that many. Well, I think it was 13. Oh, thank you, Haula. Yeah, it's going to fluctuate like it does here.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, there's 2 online classes this week on Wednesday and Friday if you want to join.
Are you doing any more of these, or are you these
On
done?
Monday. Oh, but not this coming
That,
Monday.
yeah, you there was some, so
Not this coming
one.
Monday, but the following Monday. And then not the one after that. So
Oh, okay.
it's only a couple of Mondays in this
I'll
month.
look it up, but I just wanted to know.
Yeah, not next Monday.
Thanks.
Why aren't I doing it next Monday? I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
Oh,
but
I know. I've got to be over the hill next Monday.
I gotta go too.
Did everybody move?
Boy.
Okay, my dear ones, I'll let you go. Thanks for being with me. Exit.